Hi, again, this is Amanda, and I am going to teach you how to make a bonding pouch. These are the materials we're going to need. We're going to need 2 ribbons or something with some type of integrity to hold on your rings or loops. If you're using D-links, you want them to be a little wider than the ribbon I have, but what I use is these little bitty rings. These are counting rings used for knitting or crocheting. I use these, of course, because you've seen that I crochet, I'm sure. So you're going to need 2 of those at the minimum, and 2 loops to hold them on at the minimum. Those are the ones that are going to go around your neck. Now, if you'd like to place some towards the bottom so that you can secure yourself around the middle, you're welcome to do that, but what I'm going to show you is a basic bonding pouch, so it'll only go around the neck. You're also going to need a zipper. I suggest 9" or more, because a 7" you will have problems getting your hand in, grasping, and pulling out your sugar glider if they're a larger sugar glider or if they're not just a baby Joey. So I've got a 9". And what you're going to want to do is the width of your pouch is going to be your zipper from the start of your zipper, which is the completely unzipped little area here, all the way to your zipper. So from here to here is going to be the width of your pouch. You can sew the top smaller and the bottom bigger if you're going to want more room, but I suggest starting square, so that's what we're going to do. I cut mine 9" wide all the way down, and I know you can hear the bulldogs snuffing around in the background. I'm sorry, I have 2 French bulldogs and they are really loud and really snuffly. Sorry about that. But again, cut it to the width that you want. As far as your zipper goes, just check the package. It'll say 7", 9", what have you. And just cut your fabric to the width that says. The length is up to you, whatever you feel comfortable with in the length. This is going to be about 11 inches, I think. I didn't really check on it. I mean, this is just what I feel comfortable with. So it's about 9 by, well, I guess 11. So you want squares. You don't want to start out with them attached. You want 2 squares of your outside fabric and 2 squares of your inside fabric. And we're going to sew all of those together and make everything come out just perfect. Alright, what you're going to want to do first is, of course, after you've gathered all your materials, you'll want to put your fabric, get one side, which is going to be an inside and an outside, and put your front facing, well, your material facing each other, the front sides facing each other. So whatever you want to end up on the inside of your bonding pouch goes here, face up, and whatever you want on the outside of your bonding pouch goes here, face down. Okay, so it'll be face down whenever you set it on top of each other. What you're going to want to do, it seems kind of backwards, but what you're going to want to do is place the zipper between these. When you place the zipper between them, you want to put the zipper, so you want your zipper face up, okay, in between the 2 fabrics. If you want to check just to make sure that you're going to do it right, you can flip this over and make sure that the zipper, when you unzip it, you can see what's going to be on the inside. So you want to see it, put your fleece down, which is going to be the inside, your zipper face up right on the line, and you want to make sure that the end of your zipper's here and your zipper is there. And put your outside facing down, your cotton or your flannel or whatever you want on top here, and line it up real good. If you want to use pins, again, you're welcome to use pins. I usually only pin the zipper. So we'll do that and we'll start sewing. Okay, what we've done here is pin the fabric. I've pinned it along the zipper only because it's the only part we're going to sew right now. The outside of the fabric that we're using for the exterior of the pouch is facing downwards towards the fleece, and the zipper is in the middle facing upward. I've pinned along the top of the zipper. The zipper is exactly along the top here, and we're going to sew right along the top of that zipper line. If you have a zipper foot, they're a little easier to sew with. I don't ever use a zipper foot. I'm maybe a little weird that way, but as you can see, I have my normal foot on, and that's what I'm going to use to sew this. So what we're going to do is just sew right along where we've pinned it. Make sure you don't sew the zipper. If you sew the zipper, you're never going to open this thing, and it'll kind of stink. So we'll try to do this right the first time and sew straight down that line, okay? We're going to get it pretty close. I always do this just for safety and cut real close here, just because if my gliders should ever get out inside this pouch, I want them to be safe no matter what. So there we have it. It's all sewn. And as you can see, whenever you flip it with the zipper up, it looks like it should. With the zipper here, and unzip it, you can flip it and see the inside of the pouch. So, we're doing good so far, right? Alright, now, what we want to do is, underneath it, you want your interior fabric. You want to line it up exactly right to your zipper, and you want to line it up with your other interior square so that they look good. Okay, flip it back over, and we're going to put our exterior fabric face down on the other exterior fabric, and you want this to meet up with the line of the zipper again. We're going to sew along the line of that zipper again, so whenever we're lining this up, I think I cut the other side straighter, so we'll use that side. And this is kind of a quirky fabric, so I can use whatever side up I want to. So that's a plus. Okay. Now that's lined up good. And all the sides are about straight. What you're going to want to do is, this is where your rings will go in. This is your loops. So you're going to get your piece of I guess ribbon, or if you want to cut a piece of your fabric and use it so that it looks right. I had some ribbon that kind of matched, so I'm just going to use it. You're going to want to pin this into here. You're going to want to put it between the zipper and your top layer of fabric that's facing down, and make sure that you're putting it about a ½ inch to an inch in, and your loop goes inside, not outside, so that when we flip it, it'll be on the outside, not the inside. It's kind of all backwards. So we are going to pin that in onto the zipper. We're going to do that on both sides. I don't quite like where I put that. I'm going to put it about an inch in.